Welcome back to Smiling with Erin D. I'm Erin D, and here back for another episode of the Disney vs. Pixar Movie Bracket Challenge. This week, I'm really excited about these two movies. I know I say that every week, but it's true. I am. We're diving into two of Pixar's classic movies. I know they're both newer movies, but I don't think it takes long to become a classic when they're just that great. And these two movies are. We have Soul from 2020 and Up from 2009. We'll be comparing the music, which is my favorite part, the animation style, the storytelling, the box office success, and the audience reception. I can't wait to see who goes on to the next challenge, but that's up to you. So keep your votes coming and grab your popcorn and let's get into it.
What the is this place?
What's your name, honey?
I'm Joe. I teach middle school band. Got it, go for it! Started out as the best day of my life.
My first show's at 7.
Yes! Woo! I got the gig!
Must have been sudden for you.
Wow! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Help! I'm not done! Oh my goodness! Huh? Is this heaven?
No, it's the great before. This is where new souls get their personalities, quirks, and interests before they go to Earth.
Meet 22.
I don't want to go to Earth.
Stop fighting this.
I don't want to.
Hey, look, I already know everything about Earth, and I don't want anything to do with it.
Pizza. I can't smell. We can't taste either?
All that stuff is in your body.
No smell, no taste.
Or touch. See?
Wow. It's my life.
You're still alive?
Can you help me get back?
No way! Not me!
151,000 souls going to the great beyond every day, and I count every single one of them. The count's off.
Good afternoon. Are you in need of any assistance today, sir?
All his life, Carl Fredricksen dreamed of adventure. Today, his adventure is finally taking off.
Please let me in.
No. All right. Where are we?
My name is Doug.
Bruh!
My master made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel!
Ah! What is that thing?
Oh! It likes me.
Shoot!
What is that?
Get him! Anyone know where they are?
Oh, baby, we'll never be lost. Oops.
Disney Pixar's Up.
Yo de acuerdo contigo. I use that collar. Watashiwa Hanashima.
Let's talk about the music. This is my favorite part of any movie. I love the music. I think when I hear the songs later, it always makes me think of the movies. So I think the music is so important. First up, let's talk about Soul. It's a very jazzy influenced soundtrack. It takes us through the musical journey through the streets of New York. I love how the music is so important in this movie because of the story itself. So I think the composers, who I'm going to butcher their names, sorry before I say it, John Bassett, Trent Reznor, and Atticus Ross, they did an amazing job keeping this movie true to the story and keeping it resonating through audiences. I love the songs in Soul. It's just perfect. And the fact that he is a jazz player and there's jazz movie music throughout the movie is incredible. On the other hand, let's talk about Up. Up's music is whimsical and heartwarming, and it really goes with the theme of the movie. It has this sort of adventurous kind of tune to it. I feel like Michael DiCiario, does an incredible job capturing the adventure of the movie with its music. Both soundtracks are incredible. It's hard to compare them because they are so different, especially because of Soul's really being about the music, where the music just enhances the story and Up. So two very different things with the music. Let's talk about animation. Pixar does an incredible job with animation. Every film gets better and better. They use cutting edge animation technology that brings their movies to life. When we talk about Soul, you can't help but think of New York City and how it really makes the city pop and you feel like you're there. They do an incredible job. But what really impressed me about Soul was how they bring the great beyond to life in their animation, their colors. It's incredible. Now, while we talk about Up, the movie Up is known for its character designs, its incredible landscaping, and just the balloons in itself going up in the sky with the house. I mean, it's known for that. It has incredible animation in both films. Which one do you prefer? I know that I love both, and it depends what mood I'm in. I love Soul for the journey it takes us on, and I love Up for the same reason. Two different journeys, but they kind of are tied together a little bit. Let's get into that. So let's get into the story. The story of any film is so important. The comparison with Soul and Up is sort of easy. They're both about loss a little bit. Obviously, in Soul, we see Joe Gardner go to the great beyond. He's a musicals teacher that dreams of becoming a jazz musician. But on that journey, it seems that he's lost his life. And isn't that hard? And in Up, we see Carl, who's lost his wife and is trying to fulfill his last kind of adventure that he dreamed about with her, his lifelong dream. And both men are on incredible journeys. As Joe Gardner learns that becoming a music teacher is not just the backup job, and Carl learns that it's not the last adventure, it's just an adventure, because he's been on one the whole time. I love both men growing and learning in their stories. I love how Joe Gardner learns to embrace who he is, and the gift that he gives to those students is beautiful. I love that Carl really comes to life because of a young Boy Scout, who brings him back. Because even though he pretends to be a grumpy old man, he's an old man who really still cares. Both stories are incredible, and I love both adventures. I don't know why one hits different times for me and one hits other times. Up, I think when I'm in a romantic kind of mood, I want to see Up. And when I want to be uplifted and remember what a gift everything is, I watch Soul. So those are the reasons I love both movies. So let's talk about the box office success. Up, who came out in 2009, it was a different time, and they boasted $735 million worldwide. Wow, they grossed that. That's incredible. Soul had a different journey to take, though. Soul came out during the pandemic, and that's really hard. And Disney gave us a gift by having Soul premiere on Disney Plus. And so for a lot of us who were stuck in the house at the time, or all of us who were, that was such a beautiful gift Disney gave us. And so Soul kind of hits right here for us. And for many of us who unfortunately had to lose some loved ones during that time, it was a great story and showing the great beyond. So as you can tell, I get a little emotional thinking about Soul and when it came out. So both movies were great successes in their own for different reasons. Obviously, the gross over 735 million worldwide for Up is incredible, but the impact of Disney giving the gift of Up being premiered on Disney Plus at a time we kind of really needed something inspiring kind of hits, I think, as a different sort of success. Both incredible gifts, though. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me for another journey on our Disney vs. Pixar Movie Bracket Challenge. This week we had Up and Soul. And who goes on to the next is up to you. So please put your comments down below. Let me know who you're voting for. Let me know why. And if you have any touching moments to share or stories you'd like to tell me about watching Soul or Up, memories you want to share with our community, please post them below because I really do enjoy reading all your comments. I have really loved some of the very large comments we've gotten lately. It's been so much fun. Keep those coming. I love reading through them. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. And remember, we do have memberships available here on Smiling with Erin D. Thank you to all my members for joining us, and thank you all for being part of the Smiling with Erin D community. We are having so much fun with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, find a reason to smile today. Bye, everybody.